Okay, good morning, family. Hope you're doing great. So today, Mm. yeah, just give me a mo- Okay, can you hear me? All right. So this is an intermediate session for HFX. All right. So in here now, we're talking about how to trade using the Heikin Ashi candles. Did you know anything about Heikin Ashi candles? I'm asking. Hmm? Do you know anything about Heikin Ashi candles? Mr. Excel or Bashir? Do you know anything about Heikin Ashi candles?
No, sir, I don't.
All right, all right, all right, all right. So I'm going to show you, right, how to trade the Kanashi candles and how to, and when analyzing with the Kanashi candles, you don't use pending orders. In the last session we had here, we actually studied how to set pending orders, how to use the break and retest strategy, the zonda strategy, the box sweep, how to get very good at it, at setting pending orders, right? But today, we are looking at how to analyze the market live and take your trade live in the market, right? How to analyze the market live and take your trade live in the market, right? But of course, this month, right, we'll talk about how to maximize OTC pairs, right? OTC pairs, they are not so scary, but you need to approach with caution, right? They are not so scary, but you need to approach with caution. So let's work with the AD card for today. Right. So first things first is to do your mock-up, right? You're working with the 15 minutes time frame, right? And you take your trade from the 1 minute time frame, right? So looking at this, we are seeing a clear, this is a low, but of course the high you are looking at has been broken. So perhaps you are looking at a change in trend, right? So we're looking at the change in trend. So there's a need for a possible pullback, right? For this market to keep on buying. So now the point is, where can that pullback happen from, right? But first, I need to mark up some key areas, right? At this point, I'm seeing a former strong support area. So I have my points here. That is like a former strong support area, which might in turn become a good resistance for today, right? Which might in turn become a good resistance, right? So the market might sell from here. So I have this area as where the market might get to and where the market might sell from, right? Where the market might get to and where it might sell from. So if I have that determined, I'll have my next zone, right? My next zone of interest is these highs over here, right? They are here for a reason. So since the market is trending up, I expect the market to retest these zones before continuing buying, right? So you can see this is a resistance until it broke. So I'm expecting a retest here before pushing. Now my target zone is just this area here, right? My target zone is this area. Yeah, I can either wait for the market to get here to sell, or I push from here. So next, I go down to my 5 minutes time frame to see what the market is actually doing here. So my 5 minutes time frame, I'm good on the trend. It's like a high, a low, a high, a low, a high. Right? So I'm expecting a retest on this zone, right? Before the buy continues. So I'll patiently wait for the market to come back here, for the buy to continue. Next is to go down to my 1 minute time frame. Now, this 1 minute time frame, I can trade what we call counter trend trades here. That's, I know I'm looking for a buy, but if I see a clear sell confirmation here, I can take a sell till the market gets here before we start moving to our main target area, which is 91753. Okay. And to get that idea is by using another approach that I call the Heikin Ashi candles. This is it, right? So watch the Heikin Ashi candles. They are smoother, right? I've seen this. Yeah, they have less noise. You can just see a bunch of for an uptrend and bunch of red for a downtrend, bunch of red for a downtrend, and less green for, it's smoother, right? But it can be deceiving if you don't really understand it, right? It can be deceiving. Now, while we wait for this market, let's go over the past, right? Let's go over the past and see how it plays out. Now, let's say you're looking for, let's say you're looking for, let's say you're looking for a sell. Let me see if I can get a point around here. You're looking for a sell. Market broke. Okay, let me use this zone from a 5 minutes time frame. This is like a zone. Nice. Market broke. This is like a support. Support broke. Came in, did a little retest. That's what I said. All right. So let us see how we can catch a move from here. All right. Now this stuff here, you can actually spot it on any time frame. Right. But okay, let me show you how it is on this particular time frame. Now, one thing with Heikin Ashi here is there are signals that you can always take advantage of. Right. One, you see, for every strong sell move, right, you need two confirmations, right? You need two confirmations. First, these confirmations are very important depending on where you see them, right? If it's this kind of area, like a strong resistance zone, right? Just like what we're having here, a doji is important first. You can see this doji candle. Doji candles are candles that have both, what's it called, wick above and below. Baby, small doji candles, right? Then what next? A strong sell candle, right? So this, looking at this here, this is already a cue for me to enter this trade. Not this candle, this particular one, because this one is not so strong. So once I see this, I see this, I see this. At the end of this candle, I'll go in 3 candles deep on any time frame I'm analyzing. So if I'm analyzing 5 minutes time frame, 3 candles deep is 3 candles. That's 15 minutes expiration time. If I'm looking at it on the 1 minute time frame, 3 candles deep is 3 minutes expiration. If I'm looking at it on any time frame, 3 candles deep, right? 3 candles deep. So when you see this is very, very important. You don't just speak it anywhere, right? We have the doji candle. We also have what we call, I call it the Pisces pattern. The doji, this is doji pattern, the Pisces pattern, right? But let's deal with the doji first. So let's deal with the doji first. Okay, let's say perhaps in this case, this is not like the strongest of this support zone. We saw a strong, we saw what's it called, a doji pattern, right? Of course, a strong buy, 1, 2, 3. It's not like the strongest buy anyway, because now let me also tell you something. Where you enter and where you are targeting matters a whole lot, right? Where you enter and where you are targeting, this is a high. In fact, entering a buy here is quite risky because this other candle has touched a little bit of this high. So what I'm seeing here now is what I call a double top. A double top, which is a signal for a sell early. So in this case, I shouldn't be looking for, in fact, at this particular area, right? I shouldn't be looking for a buy. I should be looking for a sell opportunity to be, right? I'm to be looking for a sell opportunity. And was I able to get a sell opportunity here? This is a resistance. Did I get any doji candle? Not really, but I got something that looks like a Pisces pattern. A Pisces pattern is when there is a Pisces pattern is when there is a rejection, a small candle, just like this here, pushed upwards or downwards. When there is a rejection, that when there is a longer wick, I want to extend this and don't know. When there's a rejection, there's a longer wick right here, then a smaller body. Then it gives you that idea. Now, if you couldn't enter here, you can wait for this. Are you seeing this? A sell, sorry, a doji candle. This doji here is simply a pullback happening. If you get to understand it, a doji, a strong sell candle. If you're too skeptical with this, you can enter after this. And after this, 1, 2, 3, a nice clear. And what happened? Another doji happening here. This is one, but this one is two. That's why you need two confirmations. After the doji, the next candle should be your confirmation, right? So same thing that happened here. A strong sell, but this one is not so strong, just like this. You wait for the second one, then you go in, right? So now this move that is happening here, I can break it down on the lower time frame, right? But let's see the move this guy is making here. Am I now confused? I know I had a zone marked out. Where's my 15 minutes? I had a zone marked out on my 15 minutes. Wait. You can see I had a zone marked out here. Where is it? Is it here or here? I'm not confused for real. I don't know where I had that thing marked out again. But first, can you see these are target points? The market has been trading crazily towards the point we are looking at, right? Okay. All right. I think yeah, this is how we are looking at here. The market broke it, and we're expecting a drop, and it dropped. Let's go down to the 1 minute. I think this is the point where we are. if I'm not wrong. Yeah, this is it. So remember, you're looking for just buy opportunities, right? Market came into your support area. If it's normal break and retest, you can take your 5 minutes buy from here. Boom, that's good, right? But of this area, so in this particular case, let's say you decide to go with the three candles deep. This is the first doji. This is a strong buy candle. You took 3 minutes. 1, 2, 3. That's a clear. You enter here. You close above here. All right. Then what happened next? A strong doji candle. What followed it? A Pisces pattern. Right. Now, this Pisces pattern is something I told you earlier, having a rejection. Right. So what happened here? We have a wick, but below. This is buyers rejecting this sell. What happened next? A strong buy candle. Three candles deep, good profits. Right? Three candles deep, good profits. You can decide to wait for another confirmation to go in. Or you can decide to keep entering for every strong candle you see. You keep entering until you exhaust your move. You can, okay, let's say 1, 2, 3, you enter. In fact, it can be so crazy that for every new candle that opens, you go in, but I wouldn't advise that, right? So all you need to do in cases like this, wait for another pullback. And what happened? This is a pullback, right? This is the pullback, right? The pullback happened. What we have this time around, doji, another doji. We have so many patterns, but there's no confirmation. The only confirmation that came in after this strong buy candle. You're going for 3 minutes, good profits, right? You see another strong confirmation, 3 minutes. You see another strong confirmation after a doji, 3 minutes. So that's the rule with trading with them. What's it called? Heikin Ashi candles. There are confirmations. You don't just enter aggressively. You need to wait for a confirmation before you go in. All right. Is that making sense? Is that making sense? You need to wait for a confirmation before you go in. Would have actually taken this trade, right? While we ride. So in fact, you know what? Let's see. This is a demo account, right? So there's nothing to be scared of. Let's see if we can get an opportunity here. My target will be here, low key. Just a very short term target. This high. If I can get a strong sell handle, then I'm in. What we're having here is the next phase of pullback, just like we have here. It's pullback, this pullback. This is the market. This is the market making its move. Remember, our target is just right here. All right. So we chill, we wait. If I decide to draw support and resistance, we have this is a resistance, which is in turn about to become a support. All right. This is a resistance. Let me adjust it a little bit. This is a resistance, which is about to become a support. So I'm chilling. I'll wait. Right. I'm not looking for sales. I'm looking for buy. So I'll patiently wait till I get that buy confirmation. All right. So let's wait on that. So the first things first, like I said here, on any time frame you see yourself, do a markup. Do your markup. Like on a 15 minutes time, we've already done a markup. When that should be when the market was around here, the pullback happened. Then of course they started trending upward. So you can see one red. That's what's happening here. This is another major pullback. So patiently wait for it. There's no rush. There's nothing there. Secondly, is to know if there is any clear where is it rejecting from. Now I'm seeing this long wick here. Is there a possibility of this market to reject from this week? Let me check. So there's a possibility that the market has actually touched this week and started dropping, right? So let's know if it has touched it yet. Um, it has. Are you seeing this? That's why your eyes need to go. We know we have a target point, but the market has actually, where is the line I just drew now? Yeah? What's wrong with this thing? I'm seeing it, I'm not seeing it in my 5 minutes. Okay. So I seen this. The markets actually respected a week we saw. So is that a cue for a rejection? We can't tell. But now, looking at the markets, assuming we want to take a sell from that particular point, see our first doji very close to resistance. We see a strong sell move. This one sell follows. So now, looking at this, there might be a possibility of this that actually drop lower than we expect before it continues buying because it respected a week from the 15 minutes time frame. I know we have a major um target, but this move um, from the 1 minute time frame, let me say explain that the whole move for you, right? From the 1 minute time frame, right? The resistance, a doji, right? Um, a strong sell candle, 3 minutes, one, two, three, three candles deep, like I said, after this one, one, two, three, this is a clear sell. You waited for another pullback. This is a doji, right? A strong sell. You enter three candles deep, one, two, three. Like you need that confirmation because it's what that's your key, right? That's your key. I've traded Heikin Ashi for like the longest freaking time, right? But it can be deceptive, right? It can be deceptive. If you don't have a clear zone you're looking at, if it can be so choppy. You wouldn't want to be, you don't want to get caught up in this kind of move, this choppy market. Imagine getting caught up in this kind of move on a 15 minutes time frame. You can't really, the market will be so indecisive, right? It's best to, when you see something like this, just mark out the zone, a price trap, and wait until it's broken. You shouldn't trade this, right? You see confirmation for a buy, you take a buy, the market will slam crazily and start selling. You see a confirmation for a sell, you sell, and it will buy crazily. All right. So it's not best to get caught up in this kind of move, right? So this strategy or using the Heikin Ashi is basically for trendy markets. There is no trendy markets only, right? Trendy markets only. It's not for any trendy markets only, right? Trendy market only. Did it make sense at all? Did it make sense at all? Did it make sense at all? So we are still in game, right? So long this low hasn't been taken out, right? You can remember this is a high, this is a low, this is a high, this is a low. So long this our low here has not been taken out, we are still in the game. Just like the market sold lower than we expected. We wanted it to react from this point, but it sold this very point. So let's see if we can still get a buy opportunity. If we don't, it is what it is. But do you have any question perhaps? While we wait for this, do you have any question perhaps? We can go over like it's everywhere, right? A doji, a strong buy candle, a doji, a strong sell candle. So assignment now is to do any markup you want to do, right? Look at that markup. Before market left that zone you marked up, whether support or resistance, you're gonna spot two things that led to that market push. A doji candle or a Pisces pattern, but let's just focus on doji. Doji appears most of the time. At this particular point, the doji, a strong buy candle, three candles deep, you're good. All right. Three candles deep. Imagine getting caught up in this. This is a messed up market. Okay, imagine now. You think the market is buying, you enter a buy here and boom, market starts slamming down. It's crazy. That's why, okay, even if you call this a loss, right? You can take the reverse. But then it's okay to not chase the market that much. right? It's okay not to chase the market down. This guy is still trending downwards, so this guy is still trending downwards. Right? Are you seeing? If this guy is to trend, in fact, if this candle closes strong, this is like a strong indication that this guy is still trending downwards. I seen that push. The candle is still trending, closing strong, right? But before that move, what do you see here? A doji. This is like a low-key pullback. If I go down to like 15 minutes time frame, you know, see, this is a strong sell confirmation. And I'm skeptical to take this trade because of the buyers already have, right? This is a low. So the market might come here. I have a low that market might be coming to, right? This is an area, right? So you might come to respect this low before moving up, or you might even break this low, right? So so perhaps this would have been a very strong reversal from the 15 minutes time frame. Right? Let me make it to increase the thickness of this. See where it came from. This low. The market came from. I was targeting here, but the market came respected this week and started dropping. Right? Respected this week and started dropping. So sometimes you see any tiny move in the market has a lot to say. Right? Oh, this is a strong sell candle on the 15 minutes time frame. It's a whooping strong sell candle. But all the same, you can still see something happening here, right? I'm seeing a high here, and the market is trying to respect. Let me drag this. I see seeing this. This is a high the market is trying to respect. This is a resistance. Market broke, came back here. So this can also be an opportunity for me to enter a buy. But I still have to wait to get a clear confirmation to go in for that buy, right? There's no rush in the market. Just chill and wait, right? Let's see what's happening here. Boom, right? So assuming you're a seller here, these are loads of opportunities. Sell one, second opportunity, third opportunity. Once you see that, three candles deep, you don't do more than that, you don't do less than that, right? You can do more, but at least three candles deep. You're sure you're on the right track, right? You're giving the market enough time to react based on what you're seeing. This is smooth, isn't it? This is smooth, isn't it? That is it, family. But that is for Heikin Ashi, right? That's it for Heikin Ashi. Candles. There's still more to it, right? How to spot it, how to take advantage of it, right? How to spot it, how to take advantage of it. Of course, within the month, we get to talk about um, how to use this, right, on HFX. Sorry, OTC pairs. Because for OTC pairs, you do your whole analysis on pocket option. You don't have any backup anywhere. So you have to be very good at reading the charts, right? Trading what the charts are telling you. Because apart from this, there is no there is no other um there is no other thing you can see, right? Can even decide to watch two charts at a time. Let's see ADJ do you decide to watch two charts at a time, right? So the rule is the rule, regardless. At the end of it, the rule is the rule. Okay. Assuming I'm a buyer here, I'll enter for my 3 minutes buy if this candle closes strong, assuming I'm a buyer. I didn't do analysis on this chart, so I don't even know where the direction is going. But I'm seeing a buy idea right here. Right. I'm assuming this is a support and the market is about to start leaving here. So if this candle closes strong, this is my key to go in for the 3 minutes buy. Let me see how the 5 minutes time frame is. Yeah, this is an option regardless. The market just did a pullback and it's about to keep on pushing upwards. Let's see. So if it closes strong, this is a Q 3 minutes. Let's test it ourselves. Let's see. All right, 3 minutes by for this particular one. Let's see how it should play out. We didn't do any analysis, just based off what the chart was telling us. For AED card, I'm going back to AED USD. Let's look at AED card. AED card is still trending downwards, like aggressively. You guys see trending downwards aggressively. So in this case now, where is our potential target point? Since the market has said to switch on us. This is a massive crazy sell. We might use this low as our target. Let's see if we can get an entry point here. Hmm. Take advantage of any time frame you're seeing. So now I'm looking at the 15 minutes time frame to see if I can see a strong push on the 15 minutes time frame, on the 15 seconds time frame, because the 1 minute time frame markets is already trending. It's trending. I'm not seeing any doji here. So I don't even know where to enter, right? But perhaps I might be able to see something on the 15 minutes that will guide me to enter. But I'm not seeing anything yet. I'm not seeing anything yet. Right? I'm not seeing anything yet. This guy is still where is that? So after that, I think we should come to the end of the right. So ADJPY. Okay. We enter blindly and the market is about to take us out blindly. So how do you react? We enter blindly, the market is taking us out blindly. I think that's strong rejection. That's crazy, isn't it? That's it with the money family. Rule number one, do a proper analysis before you jump in. Don't just jump in on any trade you see. All right? Don't just jump in on any trade you see. This guy. So we missed this strong sell move. Just while looking at the market, we are looking for a buy and we missed this strong sell move, not knowing the market has actually done its reverse. So that's it. So okay, this low has been broken. All right. So I'll be waiting for a pullback, take a sell idea. All right. So that is it. The market will always do what the market does. All right. Cheers around the best family. You can only get better.